Okay, our objective today is to work some problems together where we are finding and the volume of a sphere and the volume of a cone. All right, we're going to start off reviewing a little bit with the surface area of a sphere. So this is our sphere right here. It's 12 centimeters wide. Okay, so we know that the surface area is what we're looking for first. The surface area formula is 4 pi r squared, right? Now, this 12 is going to be the diameter. What is the relationship between the radius and the diameter? If the diameter is 12, how much is the radius? Right, the radius is going to equal half of the diameter, right? Which means it would equal to 6. So now we're going to go ahead and put 6 in our equation for radius. We know that we have to square it, right? And all the other numbers will be the same. And this is our surface area. So the very first thing that we're going to need to do is to square the 6, which would be 6 times 6, right? Or 36. Then 4 times 36. Looking at my trusty calculator right here, 4 times 36 is going to be 144. So we have 144 pi. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. Remember, pi is a constant, and if we're not using the value in the calculator, we're either leaving the symbol in our answer or we're changing it to 3.14. So 144 times 3.14 gives us 452.16. Okay, we'll leave the answer just like that. And it's going to be centimeters squared. And I'm going to actually make the squared a different color just so that it stands out. Here's where we're talking about surface area. Let's go on the other side and look at the volume. Right now we want to know the volume of the same sphere. Okay, the volume formula is going to be a little bit different. It's 4/3, right? 4/3 pi r to the third. So this time we're cubing radius, right? We're going to cube it because now it's not just the surface area, which would be flat all around the sphere. It's going to actually have length, width, and dimension. And we want to know how much is inside of the sphere. So for a moment, just put the 4/3 aside. We're just going to leave that. And now we're going to replace the r, right? Our radius is 6. We said that in the last problem. So 4/3 pi times r to the third power. Okay, what is r to the third power? R to the third power is 6 times 6 times 6. So now instead of just 6 times 6 or 36, we'll get 6 times 36, right? Or 6 times 6 times 6, which would be 216. So I have 4/3 times pi times 216. Now we're going to go ahead and multiply times pi. Okay, there's more than one way we can do it. We can multiply times 4, right? And then have that be the numerator. So 4 times 216, which would give us 864 pi, and then divide by 3, right? So the 4/3, we multiply by 4, then divide by 3. And those would be pretty much the two last steps. So 864 divided by 3 gives us 288 times pi, right? In some cases, you can leave your answer that way. If it says keep pi in your answer, otherwise you're going to have 288 times 3.14, right? Times 3.14, that would give us 904.32. And what are the units of measurements? The unit of measurement is centimeters. Don't